Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed about the map and set. So today we'll be discussing about the generators and iterators. So what are generators and iterators basically? So generators are special functions that can pause the execution and resume later. So we just have to basically this can be asked in the interview as well. So if they're asked if they ask you what are generators, basically we just have to say generators are special functions that can pause execution and resume later, producing an iterable sequence of values. It produces the iterable sequence of values. So then what are iterators? So iterators are the objects that define a sequence and it also returns the method. Again I'm telling, iterators are the objects that define the sequence. It defines a sequence and also we have to keep in mind it returns the method. So let's try understanding the same thing with a simple example. So first initially we'll understand how to make use of the basic generator function or basic generator. So here I'll just come, let me give function, I'll just call here star generator. So here, let me make this capital G, I mean small g here. This is fine. I'll just give here yield 1. Let me copy the same thing here. Okay, copy this one. Let me make this 2. And finally, let me make this 3. So after this, what I'll do, I'll just come here. Let me consider the variable name gen and let me give call the generator. So if I log something like I'll just give here console.log. Let me write the code itself. I'll just give gen, as I've considered the variable name gen. I'll just give next value. So if I give here, initially the output has to be 1, right? So also the next time if I give the same thing here, the output has to be 2, right? So I'll just give here the console log gen next value. So here if I try running the code, I have to get the output 1 and 2. This output is completely, I mean the code is working completely correct. First let me explain very quickly here. So here function star this one generator. So this defines a generator function basically. So it's just we are just defining the generator function. In this way we can just define the generator function. Here yield, what this yield is doing basically, I have considered thrice, right? Here yield 1, yield 2, yield 3. What this yield is doing here is, so it pauses the execution and return the value. Again I'm telling, so while discussing about the generator, as I have said, generators are the special functions that can pause execution and it can resume later, producing an iterable sequence of values, right? So yield pauses the execution here and it returns a value. So gen.next here, what I have made use of, gen is nothing but the key, this one variable name. Gen.next, what this is doing here is it is resuming the execution and it retrieves the next value. So here it is, again I'm telling, gen.next, it resumes the execution and retrieves the next value. So here the output that we need to get initially is 1, and next time when I log the same thing, the output I need to get here is 2. So we are getting the correct output, right? If I run the code, we are getting the correct output. You can see here. So this works absolutely correct. So let me delete this one. Next, let's consider one more example for the iterator. We will be seeing how to implement the custom iterator. So let me come here. Let me give const iterable here within the this one. array, I'll just consider, let me make use of the symbol dot iterator. So let me give here, let me call the function. Just give me a second here. Yeah, let's call the function. I'll just initialize I to 0 and let me give next to function here. So let's return if I is less than 3. Let me make use of the ternary operator here. If I is less than 3, then let me give value. Let's increment the I and I'll just set the done to false here. So so this has to be basically flower braces, not the parenthesis. So I hope this is clear. Next, let me set else. Let's set this one to true. So I hope this is clear. So next what I'll do, I'll just come here and I'll just give, let me make use of the for loop. Let me give for let individual value of iterable I have considered, right? Yeah, iterable. And let me log this one value. So the output that we need to get is, if I less than 3 I have considered, we have to increment. Then done, I have set this one to false, else we are setting the done to true, right? So if I log this one, I less than 3, it is starting from 0. The output we need to get is 0, 1 and 2. So this one, if I try running the code here, what happened here? Function statement require a function name. So am I missing something? Just give me a second. So here this is asking us to function statements requires a function name. This is asking us to give the function name here, right? So line number 4. Let me come here. Let me give the function name next here, and let's return the same thing here, right? So here within the return, I'll just give next within the flower braces. So let me try running the code again. So now, yeah, we are getting the output 0, 1 and 2. So the output we need to get here is, according to this, we have to get the output I less than 3 we have given, and I starting from 0, right? We have to get the output 0, 1, 2. We are getting the correct output. So I'll just explain very quickly what we are doing here. Here the symbol dot iterator, this one, basically we are defining the iterator for the object here. While I am making use of symbol dot iterator, here we are just defining the iterator for the object. And next here, this provides the next value and a done flag. So next here, what is next doing basically? Next here, it provides the next value and a done flag, right? So finally, the for loop, this one what I have used here. So this loop automatically uses the iterator, right? Individual value we are considering from the iterable. This loop actually automatically uses the iterator. So the output according to the condition that we have given here, so we have to get the output 0, 1, 2, and we are getting the correct output. I hope the concept of generator and the iterator is completely clear. I mean, generator function and the iterators are completely clear. This is basically a custom iterator, right? So I hope these two are clear. I mean, generator function and iterators. Next, we will be discussing about the JavaScript engine optimization. Nothing but V8 internals, right? So JavaScript, we know that it is based on the V8. While I say JavaScript engine optimization, I am speaking of V8, right? V8 engine. So let's try discussing about the JavaScript engine optimization in the next video. So this is it for now. Thanks for watching, guys.